Welcome to Unhinged and Attached with PNA. I'm Elena,
And I'm Pete.
and today we're going to be talking about online dating. But before I get to that, I just want to show you guys our new cups. Aren't they cutesy? I'm super excited about them. I had to show y'all. But as I said, we're going to talk about online dating. And the Knot basically said that most people meet their spouses by mutual friends. What else?
Jobs, school,
Yeah.
hobbies,
And number one place to meet people online
dating apps. Yeah.
on dating apps. And despite that, that's the number one place people meet their spouse. A lot of people complain about dating apps and don't want to use them. So,
Yeah. Some of the quotes I've heard in the past couple of weeks, we were interviewing some of our friends about dating apps, and some of the things are kind of funny. One of the things I have here is you meet quirkier, weird people online.
maybe.
Another quote: online dating is like the sewer of New York, like the New York train tracks where the big rats
That's
live.
crazy. Not the big rats.
Yeah. The third person we asked said just one word: dirt. That's it. That's how you describe the
It's
dating apps.
dirt.
Dirt.
It's dirt.
And then the last person that I have here, he said lots of broken people with a bunch of emotional baggage. So that's your dating pool. But of all these opinions, um, I couldn't find anything positive. So I think that's where we come in. We want to encourage you to use dating apps, and that's because we met on a dating app.
Yes, we did. We met on Bumble, guys.
Dating apps are meant to kind of expand your social experiences. It can kind of extend your reach, and hopefully, you get a chance to meet people you would never meet uh, within your job or school or doing your hobbies.
Or even if you're outside of school, because we're older, we're in our 30s, so now maybe you're not in school, maybe you don't want to date somebody at work, and maybe you're a homebody and you stay home most of the time, you don't like going out, so like really, how are you going to meet your soulmate? So again, the dating apps just kind of widen your scope, where you'll be able to talk to people that you wouldn't have otherwise.
So go for it.
So in so in this episode, we're actually gonna do two episodes talking about online dating. The first one, so this episode, we'll talk about what apps to use, paid versus unpaid apps, and we're gonna talk more about like your profile, how to make your profile, because we feel that that's very important on the apps, because it's kind of like you're branding yourself. Next episode, we'll talk more about using filters to help you find the people that you are looking for, and when not to meet people, where to meet people, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about which apps you should be using. Honestly, I think you should be using multiple apps. Obviously, some apps have some strengths and weaknesses, so we're just going to run through a couple of different apps. So, number one, everybody has probably had some experience with it. We have Tinder.
I
Tinder,
haven't.
no?
No, I have never used Tinder, only because I heard that it's a hookup app, and that wasn't what I was looking for.
So, that is Tinder's strength. Um, Boasting about 75 million users worldwide, it makes it one of the easiest apps to meet somebody and have a casual hookup. It's also very user friendly, and it seems like most of the people on it are superficial. That's one of the cons. If you're looking to make a deeper connection, Tinder is probably not the app for you. Now, if you are a superficial person and you are looking for a hookup, then I'm gonna recommend Tinder.
So it's really all about what you're looking for in your goals. We're going to take, like, out of our sessions, we're going to think that you're looking for a serious relationship, because most of the people that I know that try to use the app are looking for a serious relationship, and they're turned off by the apps because they feel like it's just hookups, or they meet crazy people, or whatever have you.
Okay, so with that being said, the opposite would be apps where you can make deeper connections.
Yeah.
So we're talking Hinge, we're talking Coffee Meets Bagel, eHarmony, Match.com. So similar to Match.com and eHarmony, Hinge has a very lengthy process because you're making this very detailed profile, asking a lot of questions about your interests, and I think that allows you to make a deeper connection. What's interesting about a Hinge is that there's prompts, so they're trying to control the conversation, which allows you to demonstrate different parts of your characteristics.
Yeah, I've never used Hinge either. One that I would recommend is Bumble, because that's where we met. But Bumble is an app for where the females basically initiate conversations. So as a female, if you're going on that app, you have to be comfortable reaching out to people that you like. And then for the men, you just kind of got to wait around and see who reaches out to you, or who you match with, I should say. But Bumble, I feel like there's a lot of white people on Bumble. There's a lot of complaints within, I guess, my circle, because a lot of my circle are looking to meet Black people, people of color. So that's one of the complaints that I get, guy and girl. But for me, I just was, I guess, patient. And then I saw this fun thing here. And I was like, let me swipe left. Right. Let me swipe right. But yeah, so that's Bumble. And then you have OkCupid. I've used OkCupid before as well. And what I liked about OkCupid is that it's diverse. You get a diverse pool of people on there. And then there's a lot of filters, which we'll talk about next episode, but you can really filter things out. So I really like OkCupid.
When I looked up OkCupid, there's a lot of mixed reviews on that as well. While it does have a lot of detailed questions trying to build your profile, it seems like a lot of the users there are there for superficial reasons as well.
Mm.
Um, since she mentioned what she has and has not used, I didn't know I was doing that. But I have used Tinder. Um,
You was looking for a hookup?
it really
Wow.
depends on what you consider success. Maybe you might be looking for a hookup. Maybe you might be looking for a relationship. Um, I found some success on Tinder, Hinge. I've used Hinge as well. This is obviously out before I met this wonderful young
It
lady.
better it better have been.
I'm happily married now, guys. Um, but yeah, I use Hinge. That one was a little weird. Talk about stalkers, but we're not gonna get into that either. Um, what else do we have out there?
Coffee meets bagel. I've used that before, but very slightly because, well, what I liked about Coffee Meets Bagel is that there's a lot of professional men on there. I'm not sure how it looks from the female side. There's a lot of professional men on there, but yeah, I didn't find a lot of attractive, well, guys who I found attractive on Coffee Meets Bagel. So I used it for a very short period of time.
What I will say is that when I was looking at the reviews, it said 91% of users were there for long-term relationships. So I don't know if you're looking for somebody who's not just a hookup, maybe you consider that. I think their user or dating pool is a little smaller
Yeah, I would
than
agree.
a Hinge or well, nothing's gonna beat Tinder. But let's stop talking about Tinder for now. Um, and then she mentioned something about uh, a lot of white Americans or Europeans on Bumble.
Bumble, yeah.
So maybe you're interested in going somewhere where you have more people of color. So there's an app called Black. I've never used it, but it seems like there's a lot of mixed reviews there as well. People talking about this cycle of excitement followed by frustration because of the dating pool being less than satisfactory?
I'ma just say it. It's ghetto. It's I've used it and I got right off of it. It is oh my gosh. It's I love my culture and I love my people. So when I heard about Black, the app, I'm like, okay, it's called Black, predominantly Black people on there, but yeah, no. And also the people that I've known that used it is just like, yeah. I wouldn't recommend if you're looking for a long-term relationship.
Okay, so that brings me to my next topic of paying. So you might be a cheapskate and you don't want to put no money into this, but I feel like if you are serious about meeting someone, whether it's for a long-term relationship or is for a hookup, you're gonna put money into things that you value. So if you want to see success, you should invest in success. So let's talk a little. Oh, wait,
No,
what were you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna say you can. I was gonna make a joke.
No, go ahead,
I
go
was
go
gonna
for
say sometimes you gotta pay to play.
it. I was thinking that too.
But no, really seriously, I do agree with that comment that if you're gonna pay for something, maybe you're going to meet more serious people, and whatever their goal is, and maybe serious relationships, maybe it's still hookups, but it'll be more serious people. But in my experience, I've had success. I've never paid for features. I never paid for an app because I also feel like it's two different things. You can pay for a membership for an app, but then some of these apps are free and you could pay for certain features, and you'll see who likes you or whatever have you. I've never done any of that, and I feel like I was successful.
I've had success not paying, and I have paid for additional features on apps, just to kind of get your profile to circulate a little bit more, or maybe you want to see who liked you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just felt like it made me a little bit more successful, especially when I was in grad school and I didn't have time. I felt like I didn't have time. But paying, I feel that's what eHarmony and Match.com does. That's how they
Yeah.
filter out the people who are not very serious. They have these really long, extensive membership processes, and then they also have you paying numbers. I think eHarmony was like $25 to $75 a month. What? Who's paying that? Well,
Some people
I guess
listen.
I guess
It
if you're serious about it, yeah. I
yeah.
just said invest in what you value.
Exactly. And I also know people who not eHarmony, but Match.com. I know people who know people. I don't know direct people, but I know people who know people who have met their spouse, their husbands and or wives on Match.com. So yeah, I do think it's worth sometimes paying the money and being serious. Or even if you just want to pay for like a month or two, it doesn't have to be like a long-term thing, just to see how it is and who you meet in that time span. If your pockets aren't, that open to $75 a month.
Well, the $75 is if you're doing the month by month basis.
Oh,
If
okay.
you want a cheaper thing, you're gonna pay for like a year's membership. Then it becomes
Oh,
like $25 a month. Or if you go to Match.com, it's between 19 bucks and about 45 bucks. Same thing applies. But I'm not getting paid for this, so let me stop giving you prices and everything. Um, you gonna move on to the next topic?
yeah. So the next and most important topic is after you pick whichever app you choose to use or multiple apps, because I use one app at a time, but you again open up your numbers and the possibility of meeting people when you use multiple apps. You've used multiple apps, right?
At the same time?
Yeah,
At the same damn time.
at
Yep.
the same time. So, whatever your preference is, the next step is building a profile. Now, I think that's really important because I feel like sometimes people go wrong in doing that. So, the very first thing when you build your profile that you want to put on there are the pics.
So what kind of pics are you looking to put up?
So me personally, I when oh, it's been a long time. But since I've been on it, what was I doing? I would pick a good maybe like 4 or 5 at the minimum picks. I would make sure that I'm giving what do you call it, like a selfie or like a close up to my face so you can see my face. I like to do a body shot so you can see, and when I say a body shot, not naked or anything like that, but a full body profile so someone can see like your body type, your weight, because you can pick your weight and your height, but that looks different depending on who you are. So I would have like a body shot, a face shot. I wear my hair different. Well, I used to. Now I just wear dreads. But I used to wear my hair out natural. I would have a weave. I would have braids. So I'll make sure I give a variety of that as well. I want it to be as transparent
and current
as possible. So I'll do a recent pick. Like, it doesn't benefit. People do it, and I can't understand it, but it doesn't benefit to lie. Because you're going to get somebody in a lie. You're going to get somebody by telling a lie, and eventually they're going to find out that lie is a lie.
What do you mean by lying?
Lying, like lying about how you look, or lying about all the things that people do.
Okay, I thought you were talking about current picture versus something that was like
lying.
2 months ago.
2 months. So
how far back could you post a picture?
I don't think it's a cap on the time.
I do.
I think it's a cap on the look. If you look, no, I'm not trying to be funny. If you look different 2 weeks ago, you want to post the most recent picture. Like, I've heard.
So I catfished you, basically.
I've heard. You definitely, oh my gosh, he definitely catfished. He definitely catfished me. So in his profile, he had like one of those high top fades with the design in it, kind of like Juice, like what Tupac had in Juice. Kind of like what Tupac had in Juice. So I'm like, okay. I'm seeing that. I'm like, he must be very brave to like, pull that off, and he looks good in it. I'm like, he's probably into like fashion, or, looking good, making sure he looks good. So I'm like, okay, I wanna see him. So we talking, we meet in person.
Hold up.
Wait.
Before you about to go tell our business about how we met, you telling them that we didn't do a video chat?
We didn't do a video chat.
No, that's a lie.
Did we?
Why would you meet me without doing a video chat?
And I guess that's another thing. Make sure you do a video chat,
bro.
I did a video chat.
It's been a long time, so obviously she'll remember. I remember laying up in my bed talking to her on video chat. So I know honestly, that for a fact.
Listen, it was dark. Honestly, it hit different when I met him in person. His hair was cut off. He cut off the fade. You had like a Caesar, a very low Caesar at that.
I didn't.
You did. Oh my gosh, Peter.
I had a fade.
It was very faded. It was very, very faded. But anyways, I feel like that was kind of a catfish.
I spoke to her on video chat.
That was a catfish. That was a catfish. You catfished me. But she was still cute with the short. Like, I like longer hair. So after we met and we started dating, I like the Usher short on the sides, fade on the sides, and then some hair in the middle.
I was rocking all of that stuff before I met her.
And then he cut it off when he came to meet me.
So in the beginning of November, before I met her, I cut my hair because at my white coat ceremony, and I wanted to look professional before I went into the clinics.
I hear that.
And there's this whole stereotype about, you gotta be clean. So I shaved. I cut my hair. Huge regret, because.
Why? No, I mean, we still.
My dress would be like that hair, bro.
Hilarious, yes. But pictures. Back to pictures. Yeah. As a man, what kind of pictures do you try to add?
Okay, so as a man, I think you want to put something with like a fresh cut. Like, make sure your lineup is crisp. Get that shape up, guys. That should be like your main picture.
But also go to meet her with that shape up. Just saying. I'm just saying.
All right. So second picture I think should be kind of showing some personality, your style. Try to show that riz, as the young kids would say. Um, so I don't know. She mentioned the juice box hairstyle. Um,
Yeah, that was
I
different.
had some pictures of like leather jacket. I was doing some funny shit. But anyway, you want to show your variety in style. I also think you should put a picture up there that shows you have friends. So maybe show a picture with you and a group of people. Hopefully they're your friends.
I,
At least that's my opinion.
yeah, I advise against that. Number one, why are you having other people's face on your profile? Did they approve
They
that?
don't gotta
Did
be
it?
facing the camera, but
And and
it
then,
shows that you're social.
but
That
then
helps.
also, what if what if the person sees someone in the picture that's not you that they're interested in? What happens then? I'm saying that because I heard that on Ebro in the Morning, one of their
I remember that episode.
what's the segment?
Curved.
Curved. And the guy's literally like, well, she alluded that she was somebody else in the picture, and she was the other person basically that he wasn't attracted to. So that's why he curved her. So I say that to say I never put pictures with other people in it. I just try to keep it like, to myself, because
That's fair.
yeah,
Um, if you get curved because the person's not attracted to you, then
he wasn't supposed to
good
meet
riddance.
anyway. I hear you,
On to the
but
next.
just to like eliminate all of that, yeah, I'm just happy on the picture.
Okay. Something else. I feel like maybe a picture of like something that you're interested in, a hobby or something. Shows a little more personality as well. That's like four, and then you said five. So
About five, yeah.
the fifth picture, I'd say personally, I think you should have a picture showing off your assets, um, whatever that may be. I don't think that it should be something that's like really explicit. So if you're a guy, keep the shirt on. Not everybody want to see that. Um, if you're a girl, I guess don't take the bikini picture, even though we looking, we looking. She definitely had some.
Oh gosh.
She definitely had some joint where she was on the boat in a bikini, but I think she had like a shawl or something covering up. But it was
Yes,
enough
I
for me
did.
to still see the curves and the waves and the slopes, and mission accomplished.
So I added that picture as one of, like he said, you want to add something that shows your hobby, shows that I travel a lot. And yes, I wasn't just in a bikini. I had a long tutu over my bottom. Which, I mean, you could do a bikini if you want, but I just feel like when you start getting into those pictures and or lingerie, that's when you start getting the guys that's looking for um yeah, to hit it and quit it. And if you're looking for a relationship, you don't want that. You don't want to give off the wrong impression. So I try to keep my pictures mostly wholesome. Yeah. Yeah, mostly wholesome.
I remember that picture though. I'm just saying. Um, if you're a guy, let's say you got nice arms or something, show something that where you're demonstrating strength, but you don't have to like overly do it.
Yeah, please don't overdo it. And please,
Oh boy, here we
guys,
go.
I'm gonna tell you with what some females don't like. Those selfie pictures in the mirror with the shirt off and the dick print on the like, please, no. I mean, I guess you're gonna attract what, but if you're looking for something serious, yeah, no, that's a swipe to the left. It's not, it's thirsty. It's thirsty.
It's a thirst trap,
It's the
and
you
somebody
thirsty. I'm
is
sorry,
thirsty.
you thirsty.
Somebody go and drink that right up. Um, so I like to come from a different perspective. If you're one of those superficial people, that's what you're interested in, then okay,
Then
great,
do it,
do
because
it
you'll
because you're
attract.
gonna attract that, and
Yeah, but
hopefully it works out.
yeah.
I'd say a little bit more taste would be maybe you want the print to show, but don't zoom into it. Like make sure you got the right, gray sweatpants, whatever,
Oh my
and
gosh.
just make sure that everything look right from a distance. So it's not like, oh, here, look at. They will zoom in when they have to, so you don't have to worry about that. I promise you. I've seen it. They're gonna zoom in, so you don't have to overly do it. I promise you.
I guess.
You guess.
I
If you
zoom
look
in.
if you look at her phone right now, I promise you.
Oh boy. Don't even
I
start.
promise you.
Don't even start.
All right,
Anyways,
fun.
so after you doing the pictures, the next section is
Bios.
yeah, I guess your bio. So for your bio, I try to make sure when I was on the apps that my bio was like a little synopsis of me. Kind of like an elevator pitch, if you will. So I would tell a little bit about I guess my degree, what I do. I have a nonprofit. I like working with kids. I would add that in there. I think this is important on your profile to make sure that you're telling if you have kids or not. Um, that was one thing that I always made sure that I added in my bio that, me and my daughter, I would put something in there to let you know that I have a child because I didn't want to waste anybody's time. And, you think I don't have a child, you don't want to talk to someone who have a child. So again, I try to be very transparent, not only in my pictures, but in the information that I give out. So like he said, if that's what you want and you're attracted to it and you don't mind it, you're going to come towards me. So it weans out the people that's not interested and it makes the process faster because you don't want to omit that information and then later on down the line, someone figures out and they're like, ugh, and it's awkward. And then you just wasted time. Why? So again, I'll put about my degree, what I do, my passion, working with youth. I'll put something about my daughter and things that I like to do. Travel. I like art. I'm artsy, so I like art. Yeah, that's the type of information that I put in mine.
Uh, I guess I'm putting very similar information.
Yeah.
For me, the big things were what I do for a living, my hobbies, and what I'm looking for. I guess you didn't mention that. Uh, a lot of these apps ask if you're looking for like exclusive dating or if you're looking for a long-term relationship, if you're looking for open relationship. They have all those categories, and just
Yeah,
be
that's
honest
again.
because that's going to help weed through the things that you're not interested in.
Exactly. And I guess it doesn't hurt to put that in the bio part because usually it's separate. So you'll have your pictures, your bio, and then they'll ask you like, your age, if you have children, if you want children, all of these things below. So again, answer those questions honestly and don't try to hide information because you're gonna attract people who's not interested and that's just a waste of time.
Also, show a little personality in the bio. Tell a
Yes,
joke
yes, yes.
because nobody wants a dry person.
Yeah, I've seen jokes and but it should be funny.
That's
Mm,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah. Like nowadays you got AI.
Chat GPT.
You
Write
got
me a
chat.
write
Chat to
write
help
write
you.
me a joke.
So you could put a joke in and say, chat, make that funny. Whatever. I don't know because I hardly use it, but I've heard that you can use chat. So
That's
maybe you
crazy.
can throw your information in there and it'll help you sharpen it. And again, I'm not saying have them write the whole bio.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure you put the meat and the potatoes in it, but maybe chat GPT can help you refine how it's coming, like your tone and make it more attractive. You can tell
It's
them.
not bad advice. I just want to meet somebody who I met on like in the app. No catfishing, because you want to come off real funny, real charming, and
And then you're gonna
then
be whack.
in person, right? Like, what was that person I met online?
I guess that's a form of kind of like,
Catfishing?
yeah,
Yeah.
lying. But I mean, if you can back it up,
Give it a try. Give
yeah,
it a try.
yeah.
All right, what we got next?
That's about it for this episode.
Ooh.
What do you guys think? And I guess In our next episode, we'll give you guys a little more about, like I said, the filters and the next steps that you can take. But focus on this for now. Make that profile, make it stand out, make it you, make it uniquely you to stand out so that you can attract people who's really interested. Any advice, Bibbs?
Nah, I'm ready for bed.
Oh, all right. So there you go. This is it for us for tonight. But thank you for tuning in. We'll have our next episode dropping very soon. Watch out for that. And you're here with PNA. Unhinged and Attached. Bye, guys.